I'm Julie Marsh from Mr. Baverstock's office.
No!
I recognised you straight away.
No!
And I must say, I think it's a corny idea. Are you ready?
Ready?
Our train leaves in about 2 minutes.
Train?
An accomplice? Oh!
I can't explain now. It's that darn carnation. I wish I'd never thought of the idea.
Mr. Graham, I'm confused. The train left a good 25 minutes ago. Why aren't you on it with Miss Marsh? Marsh? The young lady I sent to meet you, exactly as you requested.
You remind me of a girl I once knew.
Briefly.
She's gone now. They all are.
What's holding us up? This train was due to leave 10 minutes ago.
The police are on the trains.
The police? What for?
Oh, didn't you know? There's a killer on the loose.
Got the
Girl's
house.
run off, Baverstock. Taken off with 40,000 in cash. Your girl, Julie's having herself an easy ride, Baverstock. An easy ride on my money.
She's worked for me for 5 years, completely trustworthy. Nice, gentle girl. Vulnerable.
I thought that was what you must have in mind.
Oh, I've lots of things in mind, Miss Marsh.
This is encouraging.
Encouraging?
Well, the idea of Julie being a thief's been killing me.
Well, I wouldn't get too encouraged. Paige may be killing her.
Before return of 40,000 pounds.
Why don't you shut up? Yes, you, Mr. Graham. There's a girl out there somewhere, perhaps with a homicidal maniac, perhaps fighting for her very life, and all you can think about is a case full of paltry money.
It's exactly what I wanted. Money, a lonely place, you.
There's no pattern to him either. Not once a year, half a year, or even once a month. Page kills when he wants to. Killed twice in one day.
Oh! Oh!
Won't be long now, sir. They haven't found a single murderer yet.
Recognized me, didn't you?
Copper's standing here waiting. Hoping, yes. Hoping for a corpse to turn up.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name's Serenity Soul on the Axe and today we are in with Thriller episode, it's a season 1 episode 5. These shows are anthology shows, kind of like the Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, things like that. And we've had a few good twists so far. I'm hoping they continue, even though the last episode was kind of like things were happening and then you didn't get any clues until it got revealed. He completely led you in the wrong direction. So with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for giving this video a chance. Hopefully you can make it through to the end, especially if it's your first time watching it. And if you like it and you want to see more of these episodes come up, give it a thumbs up and I shall see about bringing it back sooner once the series ends, because it will go off for a while. And to my Patreon members, I thank you all ever so much. It is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I appreciate you and love you all and hope these shows, and if you're in tier 2 or above, the exclusive shows, are doing you justice and making the sub worth it. So with that, let's get on with the video. For some reason I thought it was in black and white then, looking over at the distance. I think this episode was called The Colour of Blood. So I've got no idea exactly what's happening. Well, the colour of blood's red. I know that much. I don't know if these had Stars of the Day in. I know Robert Powell was in the first one. So if you watched a lot of shows in the 70s, let me know if you recognise any of these people. So I only recognise Robert Powell from The Detectives. I'm going to say, I truly hope there's not a baby in there if he's going to chuck it off a cliff. But there's not. So okay, YouTube, it's not child endangerment. Oh. Oh. Maybe not child. I'm glad she had her skirt pulled down. Well, not pulled down, but covered up. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The English people got these kind of credits. The American ones got much better credits than these. They will go up for elite members when I get that category put back up again, that tier.
For many months, this city has been in the grip of a terrible fear. For many months, no woman dared to walk the streets alone. But now the reign of terror is over.
I thought we were in Italy then for some reason.
Dubbed
No.
by the popular press, the Coronation Killer has at last been brought to book and stands before this court. Arthur Stephen Payne.
Caught him.
You have heard the verdict of the court.
That was quick.
A just and humane verdict.
So we're getting an asylum. Is he going to escape? Did you not handcuff him? An accomplice? Oh, not an accomplice. That's two! Two in, what, less than 5 minutes? What the hell? What, some of the Friday the 13th proceedings got age restricted on Dailymotion and they're not as strict. What's this gonna do? Bloody hell. Are we gonna be setting a new record for kill counts? Of any show that I've reacted to? You will see me doing that quite a bit. It's because it's the week before Christmas. I know I said that in another video, but I am batch recording and it is bloody freezing. Absolutely freezing. I just hope my nose doesn't start running. Actually, have I got any tissue in here? Just in case. Wow. Wow.
Sure,
clean.
I can get the money today in cash. Well, yes, cash, pounds sterling. Well, of course, English pounds. Do you know any other kind? But there's nothing wrong with the money. It's mine, quite legal. Okay, so I've changed. We still have a deal, don't we? Look, will you stop going on about the money? I tell you, it's mine, quite legal. Couldn't be more so. I'm getting it from a solicitor. An attorney.
So is he going to kill everybody who got him convicted?
What time is it?
That's 9:45.
It can take more than 10 minutes to get to the station.
Less than that.
Depends on the traffic, though.
Even depending on that, 10 minutes at the most.
What time is it?
Still 9:45. Oh, well, 9:45 and 40 seconds.
I don't want to be late.
I know.
Funny, going to meet someone you've never seen before.
A blind date?
Well, not quite.
No. After all, you know quite a bit about Mr. Graham.
Listen, sweetheart, I have to leave town for a day or two, and I thought, Graham. Yeah, Michael Graham. Yes, that one. I didn't want you trying to reach me and I wasn't here. Get the picture? Yes. Yes, indeed. And you, too.
If I miss Graham or miss the train...
You won't. There's plenty of time.
Peter, I might.
There we are. And here's the receipt. You must get his signature, remember?
Yes.
And the key to the house. You have the train tickets?
Yes, Mr. Baverstock.
I got them yesterday.
Excellent. Strange way of doing business. The man couldn't come here.
He's busy. That's what he said, sir. A flying visit.
Yes, I suppose, sir. But I'm sorry to put you to all this trouble, my dear.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh?
Well, a day away from the office.
Well, now, Mr. Graham will be at the station.
I know.
Outside
The third phone booth, the one nearest the magazine store.
That's right. Don't like giving you all this responsibility.
But after all, it is the safest way, sir. Nobody knows Julie's carrying that much cash except us.
And Mr. Graham, of course. You'll recognize him, I hope?
I should hope so.
Well, you better be going then.
Yes. I'll see you later then. It's such a corny idea. How could I fail to recognize him?
I'm just wondering where the twist could be.
I want a cab right away. Oh, yes, and tell the florist to stand by
You've
the
seen the
red
killer?
carnation. Yes, that's right. Single red carnation.
We've seen the killer, he got convicted, he's escaped. But why the hell does he want a single red carnation?
What? Right, get going. Operations room. What's up? Page is on the loose. Page, the carnation killer, he's got away.
Can you speak up a bit, please? All the other sounds fine, and then he goes right down. So I'm guessing the red carnations are because the colour of the blood, because the red.
Morning.
Morning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
He ripped off a blind man. He's even worse.
Hey, you!
Let your flowers will get stolen. So close.
Mr. Graham, I'm Julie Marsh from Mr. Baverstock's office.
No.
I recognized you straight away.
No.
I must say, I think it's a corny idea. Are you ready?
Ready?
Our train leaves in about 2 minutes.
Train? Yes, of course. Whatever you say.
We'll have to hurry.
You silly woman.
And for pity's sake, be careful. Remember, he's dangerous, very dangerous. Dangerous? He's killed 9 times. Always women. You weren't there when he was picked up, were you? No, but... Well, I was. It took 4 of us to hold him down. Page is a
She
killer.
said she can't make a
Man or woman,
mistake.
he's a killer.
She's made a huge mistake.
That's lucky.
We're going to get 3.
Apartment to ourselves.
Very lucky.
Where do you like to sit, Mr. Graham? Facing front or back?
Facing you.
If that's what you want.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
Thank you.
My pleasure, Miss Marsh.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Don't be. There's a good chap.
Well, I wouldn't, sir, but these do need your signature. What's that? If you remember, sir, you did say I could have some time off today.
Oh, yes, so I did, Peter.
Thank you.
Something about the background noise. This was done in the 70s.
Oh, yes, put him through. Hello, George. How are you? Good. It's fine. Yes. And Emily? Yeah. Well, what can I do for you? Oh. Hmm. Well, give me the... give me the details. I see.
The van crashed here. We put units into this surrounding area here within a few minutes. No sign of him, so he could be anywhere in this area.
The
Suppose
bill's
he took
on a
this route.
Sunday,
All right,
thank
suppose
you.
he did. Where's it leading?
Right to the main line station, Waterloo. That's my point.
Call them. Use any authority you like, but no train leaves the station until it's been searched. Forbes, get over there.
Yes, sir.
And see they're thoroughly searched.
Dead on time.
Dead on time.
It's not that quiet in a
Do you
train.
believe in coincidence, Miss Marsh?
What?
You remind me of a girl I once knew. She's
Briefly.
gone now. They all are.
Come on, he wants to get off.
Thank you, sir.
How long does it take to sign something?
Peter,
Sir?
whoever she is, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I suppose I'd better start behaving like the personal assistant to a London solicitor. You're Michael Charles Graham.
Michael Charles Graham.
Well, Mr. Graham, your great-uncle, Edward Francis Graham, has died and left you £40,422, which at your request I now hand over to you in cash, which no doubt you will count, check and verify later. And together with that cash sum, he also bequeathed you his house, Westerling, in the county of
How
Hampshire,
lucky is
together with
he?
the contents thereof. I now hand you the key to the said property.
He manages to
And I am
escape.
empowered by G.P. Baverstock, attorney to the aforesaid Edward Francis Graham, to escort you to the property and remain while you take inventory of all the goods and chattel therein.
Manages to escape, get cash, and a house.
You seem to be taking your great-uncle's death very badly.
Oh, yes, poor great-uncle Edward Francis. This house, Westerling, in Hampshire?
That's right.
Have you been to inspect the property before?
No.
But you know exactly where it is?
Outside a village about 15 miles from Winchester.
Far from the village?
Afraid so. Your nearest neighbour is, well, a long way away.
It sounds like a lonely place.
It is.
But you're going to take me there?
Of course. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
It's exactly what I wanted. Money, a lonely place, you.
I'd be jumping off that train. Never mind waiting for it to stop. He must have come across as such a weirdo. If he likes carnations, why is he killing people with carnations? You would expect them ones to be left. Rude!
I was here first. I'm sorry, sir. Emergency.
I'm at the station now, sir.
And?
We slapped a delay, a normal train.
How many left before you got
Too late now.
5 in all, sir. I've got the details here.
Sergeant.
He's already figuring out how to kill you,
I'm sorry, I
love.
was miles away.
So must I be. All that cash, and I forgot to get you to sign for it. Here.
What did she say your name was? I can't remember. I'm old, forgive me.
Now I'm covered for every eventuality legally. The money is all yours, Mr. Graham. Your responsibility.
I'm surprised your boss didn't trusted you with it. Oh, I don't mean to say you're not to be trusted, but a girl like you.
But you're not
Fair
to be
game for
trusted.
anyone who wanted to rap me over the head, grab the case and run. Mr. Baverstock thought it was the best security. After all, who'd suspect I was carrying over 40,000 in cash? Anyway, it was your idea. I must say I was a bit puzzled when you wrote and insisted on ready cash.
It's a business deal.
That's what I said to Mr. Baverstock. A deal that's only just legitimate, Mr. Graham. Cash, a quick turnover, and no questions asked.
Something like that.
I thought that was what you must have in mind.
Oh, I've lots of things in mind, Miss March.
I've just thought, how did he get a grown woman
I'm sorry, sir. Couldn't be held.
in that little tram?
Just a moment, sir. Outside.
Wrong
What do you
person.
think you're doing? I'm arresting you on suspicion. For what? That you are Anthony Stephen Page. What did you say? My name is Graham.
He looks
Michael
nothing
Graham.
like him.
Yeah, I can prove it. I'm still taking you in, sir. You can prove it when we get down to the station. Take your hands off me. They say you never see what's under your nose. Come on. Let go of me, do you hear?
It looks nothing like him. All these people are just crossing each other.
It's fate. It has to be fate. This house, Westerling, Lonely, out of town. A perfect hideaway. There's no scent on earth like a carnation. Try.
I don't think I've smelt one.
It's heavy, not too heavy, not too cloying. Perfect. And the color. So red. So very red.
Why was she looking at him like that?
You can explain it all to the superintendent. He'll be through in a minute.
Ah, found him at the station, sir.
Please don't spoil the
Page,
twists for anyone in the chat,
It is
please.
Page.
Just in case.
You tell me.
Do you know I feel curious at ease with you? Or maybe it's just trains, rattling along, taking one far, far away to somewhere secret, somewhere safe
Safe?
from the madding crowd. Bet you're very efficient at what you do.
Well, I try to be.
Never make mistakes.
I try not to.
She has.
Well, there's always a first time for everything.
I'm sure you understand, Mr. Graham.
I do not understand.
We have an emergency, a panic, if you like.
So the police rush around arresting everyone in sight, huh?
As I explained, sir, this man Page is very dangerous.
Do I look like him in the slightest way?
Well, no, sir.
Well,
but
then.
You were wearing a red carnation, sir.
Oh, so you're arresting everyone with a carnation now, are you?
Page has a liking, a reputation for wearing red carnations, and naturally a young officer with a little too much zeal and perhaps not quite enough sense. I hope you'll accept our apology, sir.
I have no alternative.
You could bring a charge of false arrest.
For Pete's sake, just let me get to a phone.
Of course. Oh,
Sir.
Sir, Page has been sighted in 15 different places so far.
Well, it can't be an old
well,
15.
check them all out and keep looking.
Baverstock, it's Graham, Michael Graham. I'm not at the railway station, I'm at the police station. I can't explain now, it's that darn carnation. I wish I'd never thought of the idea.
Mr. Graham, I'm confused. The train left a good 25 minutes ago. Why aren't you on it with Miss Marsh? Marsh? The young lady I sent to meet you exactly as you requested.
That's the point. I was delayed at a business meeting. I thought she'd have enough sense to wait. After all, there is another train.
Are they
Of
gonna
course she
think-
wasn't there, but I was. Red carnation and all outside
She's
the
run away
third
with the
phone
money.
booth. No sign of her. Of course she couldn't have missed me. Too darn conspicuous. Well, the police didn't miss me. Oh, no, I'll explain later.
Well, I can only assume that when you didn't turn up on time, she decided to make her way back here. Be the only sensible thing. No, she isn't here yet. But she should be any moment.
Well, look, Baverstock, I think the best thing I can do is come over there, too, and wait for her, will you? Yes. I shall feel safer if you have this.
So they're just going around
I think
arresting
Page may have jumped a boat to France.
everybody with a carnation. Yes, you do not enter his train car. Oh, that's the end of the first part. Hope you've enjoyed how quick these adverts are. I will say, if I do ever get monetised and they're not claimed where it says end of part 1, that's when I'll be putting ads. I'm not going to do what a lot of people do on Dailymotion or YouTube and just plaster them all over the place. I don't agree with that. I want people to watch.
Guard! What's holding us up? This train was due to leave 10 minutes ago.
The police are on the trains.
The police? What for?
Oh, didn't you know? There's a killer on the loose.
Is she going to try to kill him and they're in cahoots to take the money? That is my guess for the plot twist. No, keep it YouTube friendly. I thought his hand was going somewhere else.
How much longer is this going to take?
Not long, sir.
What does that mean?
Can't we get other forces out
Not long,
to
sir.
check the
Soon
other
as we
trains
finish
that
searching
left?
the train.
It could take a quarter of an hour or more. We'll never make it up.
I'll take even longer if I stay here chatting, sir.
I say, well, I know my rights. I want to protest at this delay. I'm already late for a very important appointment.
Well, if you must, you must. My in turn must make a note of it. Could I have your name, sir?
My name?
To put on the official complaint.
Forget it.
Don't you find that suspicious?
Get a move on, will you?
Won't be long now, sir. They haven't found a single murderer yet.
Yeah, he's going to take the
Gonna phone them,
money.
or shall I? Look, your girl's been gone nearly an hour. If she were coming back, she'd be here by now, wouldn't she?
Yes, but you don't know Julie. She's a good girl. There must be some mistake. An accident,
Why
perhaps.
did you
Good
wait,
girl
though?
with a briefcase full of money.
This is your fault, you know.
Mine?
Yes, yours. If you conducted your business in the normal manner, come here to collect it.
Look, I'm a busy man. All I wanted was the money. Quick look at the house, see what was saleable, and I'm off again. To realise I have to be on a plane for Canada at 7:30?
Could have just got an estate agent to look at the
Girl's
house.
run off, Baverstock. Taken off with 40,000 in cash. Your girl, Julie's having herself an easy ride, Baverstock. An easy ride on my money.
Count and verify it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Yes.
After all, it's mine now.
No, it's not.
You dozed off. Late night?
No. It's just the train, I suppose.
Or perhaps I bore you.
No, of course not.
It might be neither of those things.
So does he fight the urge
Psychologically,
to
sleep
kill?
can be a suppressant, a manifestation of inattentions. At the moment of supreme excitement, the mind just switches off.
Do you know much about psychology?
I've had dealings with psychiatrists. They're amusing fellows. A suppressant to curb the anticipation of things to come. Anticipation can be much better than the event, Miss Marsh. Much better.
No.
You might want to start getting rid of love.
That's them, is it? That's why we have to find him very quickly. There's no pattern to him either. Not once a year, half a year, or even once a month. Age kills when he wants to. Killed twice in one day.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
What was that name again?
Well, we've cordoned off the immediate area, sir.
Yes.
And there's a general alert.
And the gentleman's name
I
is...
wasn't sure which one to listen
Graham.
to.
Michael Graham.
No, sir.
I see. Can I have a description of
Yes.
Miss Marsh? Miss Julie Marsh.
Oh, are they...
Yes, sir, I have that. But I
Yeah,
still feel...
solicitors.
Well, I hope there's been some dreadful mistake. Look, has a Miss Marsh been involved in any accident?
Well, it may take a while to check, Mr. Baverstock. In the meantime, we'll send someone over to take a statement. Yes, sir. Goodbye.
What was that about?
Oh, nothing to do with Page. Suspected theft.
That'd be nice. To get this Page business off my back and get back to simple theft. Who was it?
Oh, a solicitor. Name of Baverstock.
It's not simple for the person who's been stolen from.
Well, it's in the
Thieved.
hands of the police now. We'll be sending someone over to take a statement.
Don't involve me.
But Mr. Graham, as you keep pointing out, it is your money. How can I not involve you? My surmise was right, then. This need for the money right away in cash. Odd.
What do you mean, odd?
Just odd. Odd.
Look, I'm a businessman. I make a lot of deals. Some of them require immediate cash.
And they're all perfectly legal?
Of course.
But all the same, you said you didn't want to be involved.
What I mean is I don't like too many questions, the wrong kind of questions.
The police are bound to want
Look,
to...
you're a solicitor, I'm a client, right? Just steer them away from the wrong kind of questions, that's all.
Is everyone...
Worth your while.
Is everyone
Money
on
isn't
the
always
fiddle?
the paramount consideration, Mr. Graham. Not to us all.
Forbes, job for you. Go to this address.
Hello? Get the facts.
Yes.
Yes, madam. I wonder... Just get the facts,
Just
lad.
get a drink.
Yes, but where do you think you saw him?
Handle press okay?
Yes, sir. They've got the full story.
Pictures, big pictures.
Big pictures, sir.
The public are the best police we have now, if one of them spots him.
Got to go careful with that because it messed up the microphone at one point. I want to do that again.
Not too bad, sir. Only half an hour late.
Will we make it up?
Oh, some. Not all of it.
You can't speed
But
up.
don't blame me.
It's a train.
Blame him.
I'm only still only on a 2 count
Mr.
for kills.
Baverstock.
Yes, you two met before.
This is the idiot who arrested me. Detective Constable Forbes, you called a little while ago.
That's right. It's about my assistant, Julie, Miss Julie Marsh.
Do you mind if I take some notes, sir?
There's been no one of that name involved in any accident, then?
No, sir. I told you, Baverstock, she's run off with the money. How much money,
I think
sir?
she's planning
More
to.
than 40,000 in cash.
Cash?
Yes, and unfortunately, news notes of low denomination.
It's sort of unusual, isn't it, sir, to carry that sort of money about. May I ask why?
No, I'm afraid you may not.
Sir,
You should know better, officer, than to ask someone in my position to betray a client's confidence. Suffice to say, the money, the whole transaction was perfectly legal.
Miss Marsh was carrying the money.
To hand over to my client, yes.
Fine. Well, I better have a description of her, so we'll put it out right
You know,
away.
there's Bent
Yes, of
solicitors.
course.
Can you really take his
Well,
word
Julie
for it?
is 27, tall, blonde.
Now you'll go out and arrest every tall blonde. What kind of girl is she, sir?
She's worked for me for 5 years, completely trustworthy. Nice, gentle girl. Vulnerable.
The next stop's ours.
Is she
Oh,
so
we can have
vulnerable though?
company. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Uh-oh. Hold on, does she start leading from the back page? Who leads from the back page? You start at the front page and work your way backwards, not the way round.
Your coat.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much indeed, sir. We'll put this on the air right away.
So
We'll
a judge
find her.
dies. Does
Never
that
mind her.
have
Find
anything
the
to do
money.
with him?
What do you suggest I do, sir? Broadcast a description of 40,000 banknotes?
You impudent. Mr. Graham, please. This way, officer.
You'll be in touch.
As soon as we hear something, sir. You don't want to think she's taken the money, do you?
I can't bring myself to believe it.
Well, maybe she hasn't. A lone girl with 40,000. She's a fair target for anyone.
Is he going to get away? Oh, oh.
There. Are you ready?
Too late now. Well, no. If she noticed it sooner, they might have killed her.
Wait a minute, I've left something behind.
Oh, he's going to kill her anyway.
Recognized me, didn't you?
3.
You don't need that now. I recognized you, remember?
I always wear one. It's a kind of trademark with me.
The train will be moving soon. I don't want to be carried on another 50 miles.
Have they not heard of the... Has she not heard of the Coronation Killer?
Something important?
Oh, it doesn't matter now. I'll go in the morning, I suppose.
Where?
Great Uncle Edward's place. I never knew him.
Well, he was a good man.
He was a fool. Sitting on all that money, putting it to no use. If he'd built it up, he could have been rich. I mean, really.
40,000 in the 70s.
Are you rich?
Still quite a lot.
Really rich?
I will be.
A lot now.
I will be.
It's very nice, I believe. Quiet. The kind of place where A man could take time, reassess himself. The house you've inherited, Westerly.
Well, they made it. Oh, they're gonna go. Are they gonna go save her? Or save him? If she's gonna bump him off for the money. Because they've got the other one's acting shifty for some reason. Would he really go alone though to a house out of nowhere? Out in the middle of nowhere, I mean. Not out of nowhere, it didn't just poof and appear.
Well, here we are, Mr. Graham. I'm afraid it's a bit dusty.
No matter.
Won't be that dusty once you take them sheets off. They're stopping the dust. They're dust covers. Did she just place something in there?
I didn't mind walking.
What? Oh, well, I promise you, I did arrange for a car to meet us. I did it myself over a week ago.
I told you I didn't mind. I enjoyed it, as a matter of fact, to be out in the open with such charming company.
Yeah, that'd been that guy.
This is magnificent. Splendid.
Splendid.
For my purposes. It's so very, very quiet.
Yeah, the problem is the solicitors knew about that place. So the cops might descend upon it. Uh-oh.
Nice room. Oh, you are on edge.
On edge?
Oh, I thought you were putting
As if
gloves
you're
on.
expecting someone to jump out on you at any moment. Have you any idea where the kitchen might be?
Oh, down beyond the stairs, I should think.
I was going to say, how do you know? We've never been there.
Might be coffee and sugar. Will that do?
Yes, yes, thank you.
See, I still think she's going to try and bump him off for the money. I think she was to lure him there, and the other guy was to kill him. So I think it was. She can just plug it back in. Sorry about that buzzing, it's not me. I haven't done that, it's the cameras, like the show, in the age of them. Why is that still got... Why would that still be live anyway? If he's died.
You are expecting someone.
No, of
Sister
course not.
Anne, Sister Anne, seest thou anyone coming? The kettle's on, we'll hear it whistle. Ah. There's plenty of canned food, too. Enough for a month. Certainly enough for dinner tonight.
Dinner?
You're supposed to help me make an inventory, aren't you? And this place is packed from top to bottom. It'll be a long job.
You know what I said about the dust sheets,
We
keeping
have
the
to stay
dust
the
off?
Oh, I can't do that.
Not anymore.
Besides, aren't you supposed to be rushing on somewhere from here?
Just scattered it all over.
I've changed my mind. I'm a creature of sudden impulses. Well, we'll talk about that later. Do you want to show me the rest of the house?
All right.
She must
Where
have.
shall we start? In the kitchen?
She must have been to view it after
Upstairs, the bedroom.
the uncle died.
Best place to judge the character of whoever occupied the house before.
But you know who occupied the house before, your great-uncle. Besides, we're supposed to be taking an inventory, not judging
Yeah,
characters.
don't go to the bedroom.
Indulge me. I hardly knew the old boy, you know. And in a bedroom, everything is laid bare. After you.
I am not impressed by him in the slightest.
An impasse. Know what an impasse is, Sergeant? It's French for getting nowhere fast.
Page, you turn up.
No. Oh, I don't mean we won't find him. Not ever. It's how we'll find him. When he kills again, that'll lead us to him. Fine thing. Coppers standing here waiting. Hoping, yes. Hoping for a corpse to turn up.
I'm guessing she saw a taxidermy animal or something.
It's ridiculous, quite
I
ridiculous.
can't bear them.
Such a tiny rodent.
Rats,
Right,
they
that.
sicken me.
One rat and a small one, you'll agree.
Why not saying
I
that?
don't know, I didn't stop to
Why
see.
did I
It
jump
was a
straight
very
to
tiny
taxidermy
one. That's
animal?
so peculiar. You run from a creature probably more frightened of you, a creature too small to present any threat to you, and yet you don't run from me.
You?
They can bite,
Should I?
got sharp teeth and
Why pick
diseased.
up on a rat? It was nice upstairs. I liked it. Especially the bedroom. Big and somber.
And damp.
Only needs to be slept in, Julie.
Slept in with rats running over you.
And windows
Quite
open.
easy to dispose of them. To kill them. Oh, quite humanely, of course. I shall insist upon that. I shall probably do it myself.
It sounds as though you're intending to stay on here, then.
I think I might, for a while. After all, why not? I have everything I need here. Everything I want.
Oh, it's the kettle. I was thinking, what the hell's that noise? Is someone screaming?
Coffee.
So he fell off the edge of the world.
Don't understand it. After all, Page is a loner. No friends, no contacts. Anyway, it'd be a fool who took Page under his roof.
Dead fool. It's a woman, huh? You don't know Page. Most of the time, he's as calm and sane as you are. Handsome, too, a big hunk with a charm to match. He's con some woman who doesn't know yet.
But tomorrow, she may be dead. Well, how did you get on?
I don't know whether to file it under larceny or missing person.
Well, who's missing?
This girl that works for Baverstock, and the damn fool trusted her with £40,000 in cash. Supposed to hand it over to a chap at Waterloo Station. By an awful coincidence, this chap, the one I pulled in today, the chap with the carnation. Well, that was how they were going to meet, you see.
Well, who was going to meet?
The girl, the one with the money. It's all in the report.
Graham.
Yes, sir, the chap who raised hell with me today. I pulled him in at the station.
Give it to me again. This girl, carrying 40,000, was going to meet Graham at Waterloo Station.
Yes?
The station we're covering for Page.
Why, yes, sir. That's why I pulled Graham in by mistake. He was there at Waterloo Station, wearing this.
That's how the girl would know him.
Yes,
Who's the lawyer?
Baverstock.
Car sergeant.
What did I just miss? They were firing all this thing off and
Gets dark early this time
I
of
couldn't
year.
really take it in.
Now, don't draw them. Close them.
Don't you want to start taking that inventory now?
Later.
She does
Well,
have
I'll
to get
finish my
back to work. Even though she'll get arrested as soon as she gets back.
Much cozier. Well, do sit down, Julie. Take your coat off.
You know what, I'd say stuff the inventory. I'm going.
I do wish you'd relax. I can be very good company if you relax.
You know, that sounds quite creepy.
Sit down.
That sounds quite forceful.
You're very accurate about this place. It is very lonely. When I stood and looked outside the window just now, I couldn't see another place or a building. Not another person within miles. I think I may plant carnations all around the house. Red carnations. A sea of them. Like the Red Sea. A blood-red sea.
Yeah, that'd be a complete giveaway to the cops, won't it? A carnation killer
I
and
don't
a
understand.
Quite simple, Mr.
garden of
Bavistock.
carnations.
Simple enough for us to overlook, even though it was staring us in the face. Miss Marsh was going to meet Mr. Graham here wearing a red carnation. Paige likes to wear a red carnation.
Coincidence like that? No, it's impossible.
The stupid things in life are all possible, believe me. What were the exact arrangements?
Mr. Graham was to stand outside the third phone booth wearing a carnation.
Then it is possible. Paige escaped less than a mile from the station. He might easily have made his way there. And your girl picked him up by mistake.
Well, it's true she'd never seen Mr. Graham before. I was worried about it. None of us in the office had.
So the carnation could be the clincher. She'd go up to the man wearing it and say, Mr. Graham.
And Paige is smooth enough to say yes.
And she was to hand over 40,000 in notes.
Yes.
And the house.
Eh? Well, Miss Marsh left here with train tickets and keys to a house Mr. Graham had inherited. She was to take him there.
Money?
Oh,
And
they're not
escape
going to
route.
go there
A
now.
house to hide in? And a pretty girl to go along. What else could Paige ask for? Where is this house, Mr. Bavistock?
It's called Westerling. That's the full address. Well, I must say, in one respect, this is encouraging.
Encouraging?
Well, the idea of Julie being a thief's been killing me.
Well, I wouldn't get too encouraged. Paige may be killing her.
Get through to the Hampshire County Police. Hurry.
That was nice.
Do you know we know nothing about each other, you and I?
You don't need
We've been
to.
together for some time now, yet I know nothing about you. I'd like to.
I'm just a girl who works in an office.
Incorrect. You are a pretty girl who works in an office, and now you're here with me. Makes a difference.
She was looking out for him.
Why do you keep staring like that?
I like to look at you. I'm sorry I'm disturbing you. I didn't mean to. I spend too much time alone.
Alone?
Suddenly
I
if there was
thought you
a
told
jump
Mr.
there, I got a
Bavistock
phone
you
call.
run 9 companies, always on the move.
Yes, that's why I'm alone, I suppose. Too much time for business and not enough for personal relationships. But now we're talking about me, and I wanted to talk about you. You're not married, no engagement ring, but you must have boyfriends or a boyfriend.
A boyfriend, yes. We really ought to make a start on that inventory.
All right.
You do upstairs, and I'll stay down
We'll do
here.
it together.
All right?
After we've eaten.
Eaten.
Those are my terms. Dine with me, and then we'll get right down to it.
All right. Agreed. I'll go and see...
No. The meal's my idea.
He might drop
My
your
responsibility.
food.
You stay here and relax.
Don't eat it.
I'll go and prepare it.
Whatever you say.
And then we'll get to know each other better.
What would you do in this situation? Let me know. And don't say punch him.
Perhaps you need a drink, Miss Bavistock.
Could lose your job.
No, thanks. Oh, but perhaps you'd like one.
Oh, it's very kind of you, sir. But I'm on duty. My superior officer standing nearby, too, unless...
Scotch, if you have it.
Soda?
Please.
Mr. Graham?
Yes, I'll have one.
He didn't seem to like giving him one.
Glass of scotch. Pretty poor return on £40,000.
Why don't you shut up? Yes, you, Mr. Graham. There's a girl out there somewhere, perhaps with a homicidal maniac, perhaps fighting for her very life, and all you can think about is a case full of paltry money.
Paltry?
I said shut up and I meant it. Either keep quiet or leave this office.
40,000's a lot, but a life's worth a lot more.
I think perhaps I will.
Your health, Mr. Bavistock.
I have Sergeant O'Farrell here, sir, Hampshire Police.
Let me speak to him. Make it loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
The person on the train.
Might as well hear this, too. She's your girl.
Superintendent?
Yes?
Sergeant Farrell, Hampshire Police, sir.
Have you checked the house?
Westerling. You did say Westerling, sir.
Yes. What have you found?
Well, I'm here now, sir, and I've been over the place from top to bottom, grounds and all. There's no one here, sir. In fact, it looks as though there hasn't been anybody here for months.
What?
Superintendent?
Yes, I'm here.
Any further instructions, sir?
Is he at the wrong Westerling?
No, thank you, Sergeant.
Did you go inside? That's not the... Is it? No, that's not the right one, is it? No, it wasn't. Well, end of part 2. Like I said, if I do get monetised and the shows are allowed to be monetised, a lot do get claimed. I'm relying on Patreon for that. But if shows do get monetised, that's where the adverts will be. I'm not going to plaster them all over. I know I said it earlier, but I'm saying it again now. It's my promise to you. She's been there all night.
Tin beans or peas? Any preference?
Oh no, same day.
Right.
I thought it was dark earlier.
Anything happening out there? Big parade passing by? Circus?
There's no one.
Right.
No one at all.
Sorry it didn't lead anywhere.
Superintendent, no one at the house means...
There's no point in jumping to conclusions. We already did that, and where did it get us? Probably she didn't meet Page after all.
Then she did run off with the money.
Perhaps not that either. She may turn up with the money and a reasonable explanation. Stranger things happen all the time. The minute I hear anything, I'll let you know.
There's no point in your staying any longer, Mr. Graham. Will you return to the hotel?
I suppose so. I still have to see the house.
If there's anything further, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Place for a man to reassess, right? Westerly?
So he's going to go to the right property. You escaping? No. Yes.
That's not relaxing.
Going for a walk in the grounds.
I thought I told you to relax. We agreed, didn't we?
No.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you hunt around in there and see if you can come up with some wine for us?
All right.
You're not going back on your agreement, are you?
No. No, of course not.
Good. A deal's a deal. Off you go, then.
Yes, you're starting to panic a bit now. Don't blame her. I would. Oh, I'm going to say, who the hell is she?
Where is he?
In the kitchen. You should have been here nearly an hour ago.
Would have been. The train was delayed. Some madman on the loose. How long have we got? What's he doing in there?
Preparing a meal. When I got here and you weren't here, I thought you'd gone back.
It was my idea.
But you should have been here. We worked it out together down to the last minute. Me on the slow train, you on the express with a taxi to make up the difference. You should have been here.
It's all the train was held
It isn't going to work. I know
It is going to work perfectly.
Yeah, it's not going to work if you shout.
You've got to keep going. You must be brave.
He's much bigger than we imagined. Stronger.
You're not dealing in brute strength.
Did anybody see you on the train?
There was a woman, but she won't remember us.
And when you left the station?
I pretended the
She
car
won't.
hadn't turned up and persuaded him to walk just as we'd planned.
Meet anybody on the way?
No one.
Perfect. You got his signature on the receipt?
Yes.
Good.
It isn't going to work.
I keep telling you it is. You trust me, don't you?
Yes, but...
So this is why you must...
But it's already started to go wrong. Don't you
Too
see that? The
impatient to
train was
leave.
late. That was something we hadn't thought of, wasn't it? What's going to go wrong next?
You're so impatient to want to leave.
Let's just look at this with a legal, incisive mind. Yes. Take it step by step. And if you can find one loophole, just one, we'll call it off.
Please.
Right now, step by step. You met Michael Graham as arranged, and he signed for it as arranged. You gave him his money as arranged, right? Yes. Then you took him on a train. You brought him to this house, to Westerling. You let him into the house, you gave him his store key, and you left him. You never saw him again, never. Wait. All right. Now you go back to Mr. Baverstock. You hand him the receipt, signed by Graham, and you're clear. We're both clear.
There'll be an inquiry.
Not clear.
Eventually, yes, bound to be, and you'll tell exactly that story. The police will check out the rail Westerling from top to bottom and find nothing. It'll become one of those unsolved puzzles. Graham is a mysterious man. I mean, why else did he want all this money in cash anyway? Now the police will check and eventually come to a dead end. And you and I will have £40,000 to play with, my darling.
You might want to get hidden.
But this house.
This
In case
house
he comes
was
back
the possession
in.
of a man who died without heirs, intestate. Now, you know we've been trying to trace his relatives for months. Well, not anymore, Julie. That's something I haven't told you. You see, I put the file among the closed cases in the vault.
But boom,
and it may
Mike.
never come to light again.
But if it does...
If it does, I made a regrettable mistake, but not a criminal one. So you see, Julie, legally, this house doesn't exist anymore. It'll likely remain locked up, forgotten for years, until maybe vandals break in or the local authority gets curious.
What Urbex
And what will
says.
they find? An unexplained skeleton. The rats will have taken care of everything else.
Rats.
You probably scared them away.
I saw one upstairs in the bedroom.
Only one. I told you. I checked this place thoroughly. It's alive with rats. Just a few bones, Julie. There'll be nothing left to connect with Graham or us.
You're going to have
You just have to be brave just a little longer.
exploding with fighters,
Julie!
doing the airbags, finding the body with abandoned world explorer, and
It's supposed to be lucky.
Dark Arts
Try.
TV doing the ghost hunt afterwards, and proving
All of it.
demons. With Kaylee Coulson
How is
extras.
It's fine.
Not too salty.
No.
All those shout outs. Sorry.
A little sherry improves everything, don't you think? I'll surprise you in a little while. I really will surprise you. And the feast will soon commence.
There's just a few channels I've
But Peter, he looks so
subscribed to.
I told you, we're not dealing in brute strength. He'll be back in a minute with the meal. You make sure you give him a drink with it. And just 2 of these.
Valium.
Tasteless, painless, and quick.
Humane.
Huh?
Something he said.
I don't think it's Valium. Does he know?
I'll be outside. I'll give you 10 minutes.
Why don't you just climb out the window?
Hello, yes? Where? Right, keep me posted. You might have been right about Paige taking a train anyway. Winchester, police there have just found a woman dead on a train, strangled.
You might have wanted to keep that up. That was... Yes, that was the police's only clue.
Cuisine à la Graham.
It looks marvellous.
Merci, mademoiselle. Tu es très gentille.
Long
If mademoiselle
episode.
would care to take her seat.
It probably needs a good red wine to complement it.
Simply Marvellous was episode 3.
But all we seem to have is a bottle of white.
That's better. You're much more relaxed. It couldn't be that you're coming to like me at last, could it? No, I'll do
Does
that.
he only kill the ones that
I'm
like
much
him?
stronger. One drives it in. A moment.
glasses.
Yeah, you might want to wash them. They've just been laid there for God knows how long.
It should breathe first.
They can breathe in the glass.
Everything should be allowed to breathe. For a little while.
I'm just on my way down to Winchester.
Oh, what for?
To look at a corpse. Not a very pleasant task.
It's not Julie, is it?
No, Mr. Baverstock, a woman in her late 30s. She's been positively identified, and it isn't Miss Marsh. We're taking Miss Marsh off the missing persons list, sir, putting her back under wanted.
Surely there's some connection. This murder, Winchester, you said, is the same general direction as Westerling.
Yes, and it is even possible that your Miss Marsh and Page traveled on the same train.
Well, then.
But that's where the connection begins and ends, I think. After all, sir, if Page had picked her up, he wouldn't have missed a trick like that, would he? Pretty girl, empty house. No, I think Page and Miss Marsh are two separate issues now.
Did you get it in there?
You're not going to send your compliments to the chef, then? You've hardly touched the thing.
It's delicious. It's just that I'm not very hungry, that's all.
Got your mind set on other things, eh? I don't blame you. I've known it before. I am very attractive to women. I suppose that's why I hate them so much. Well, love, hate. Always putting on a style to snare a man and then drawing back at the last moment. It's frustrating.
Don't speak with your mouth
But you're
full,
not
dear.
like that, are you, Julie?
Dear.
You mean it. I sensed it right away.
The wine must be ready by now.
Is he going to swap glasses? He's not happy. Give them time to dissolve. He should have put it in the... Should have put it in the bottle and just pretended to drink it while he was drinking. Gonna throw it out of anger?
It's soft.
Say you'll,
I knew it would be.
say you'll sleep with him if he after the wine
I imagined
dinner.
it to be soft. I imagine lots of things. Somehow, reality never measures up to the imagination. It's the women. It's the women who let you down. Always at the husbands. Julie,
The wine.
I can wait.
Let's give him the right glass.
Time for that later, Julie. Later. You're not going to disappoint me, are you?
She should have said it. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you might want to go back in right now. Is it too late? I'm gonna guess this killer's gonna get away with this, and they're the ones that allowed it. Just for taking the sign off and the things he said, the place will not be discovered in years, stuff like that.
You feel groggy? Go upstairs to lie down.
I told you those pills act fast. We're clear now, Julie.
Uh-oh.
The pleasures I had. Julie, come on. Darling, I know what you had to do was a shock, but you'll get over it. Come on, Julie.
Guess it's going to be your turn. How's he going to spend that money without being noticed? So I did kind of get the twist right, so that they were going to kill him for the money. I was just a bit late in figuring out he's going to get away with it. You could have stayed there, mate. They didn't know a thing about it. But where the hell's he going to go? His face is plastered all over the paper. All the police forces in the country will have his photo soon. Did they have fax machines in the 70s? Wouldn't have been coloured. He didn't even take the money. I'd have took the money. You silly woman, you had to pick that train card, didn't you?
Pardon me, do you believe in coincidences? You remind me of a girl I used to watch.
No, not in this occasion. Saved by the husband. Well, it's nearly finished, so I don't know where it's going to go now.
Hey!
It's back there. Why go back there? What an idiot.
Hello, Paige.
Hello?
Waiting for someone at the station, were you?
Yes, a girl. Any girl.
You've been a bad boy, haven't you?
Have I?
I don't suppose you remember, do you?
Remember what?
No, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Shall we go and talk now? Somewhere quiet? Though I don't suppose he'll ever be able to tell us just what he did.
Oh, I see. He didn't even know that he did it, and that's why he went back. I was thinking, what the hell? Why would he go back? So is it schizophrenia? Did he have schizophrenia? Well, that's the we're talking about. Sorry if you don't like them. I don't like them. Kind of gave me a cold shiver. So, that twist, it was an easy enough twist to recognise, but I thought he was going to get away with it. And I thought he was just going to carry on. And I was so confused why he went back to the very same station. Did he completely blank all that part and then he went back as though he'd just escaped? Don't spoil the twist in the comments, please, for anybody. But, confusing. But I think that was the gist of it. Sign out. Yes, so, I hope you're not as confused as I am. I mean, I did understand it. Some kind of schizophrenia or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's what it was. But it was still weird. Very weird. Not the best episode. I think the third episode to me has been the best so far. I'm not going to spoil anything just in case you haven't seen them. But it was simply marvellous, that episode. You'll hear me referencing that a lot throughout the reactions. But this one, yes, it wasn't too bad. One of the weaker ones though. So if you enjoyed that episode, or you managed to get through to the very end, I thank you all so very much. Please like it if you want these episodes to come down quicker. Because what will happen, the show will end, well, once the season ends, it'll move on to something else. And then I have to schedule it back in again at some point. The ones with the most thumbs up will get scheduled quicker. And if you could please subscribe, that would greatly help me out. And YouTube is not pushing my videos right now, well, as of recording. They're not pushing any of the videos. So if you could share by word of mouth the channel, not the video, just in case you get claimed. I mean, at any point in the future, this could get a strike. So I don't want that to happen to you. But if you could please share by word of mouth, channel, YouTube channel, anything like that, shout outs, I would be eternally grateful. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content back to you. I thank you all so very much. You have all my love and adoration for your support. Without you, this channel would move along so slowly at a snail's pace. I would be able to get so much done, but then I would just run out of things to do. So with that, I thank you all ever so much, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. If you're wondering why I may end up like that, I had tissue in this hand. So I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.